We are back at Teamsport Mitcham, but I actually wasn't expecting to go tonight. It is a Saturday evening. I've just come back from work and I got a text from Eric. You'll remember him from the Sodi sprint race. He messaged me saying he was going to do the Mitcham 3-for-2 and he asked if I wanted to join. I said, yeah, why not? I wanted to go have some fun there with Eric, but I also wanted to get some more practice in because I am doing grid series at Mitcham and that is only a week away from now. So yeah, it's going to be fun. This is exactly how I reacted when I got that text. Yeah, I had to quite literally run out the door because when I got that text, my train that was going to get me there on time was going to leave in 5 minutes. And it's a 5-minute walk to the station that I need to get to. So yeah, let's just go have some fun. We are finally going out the pits. I've got Eric in front of me. And yeah, straight on to speed 3. That's the highest setting you can do in these sessions, sadly. We're just warming up the tyres and it's going to be a yellow flag for quite a bit. So, the plan is I'm just trying to get a good race going with Eric as much as I can. Because realistically, Eric is my only challenge today. Because the other drivers are just really bad. Let's just say that. The whole session, me and Eric were like 2 seconds quicker than everyone else. It was absolutely ridiculous. My fastest lap time was a 39.8, which actually isn't too bad. I still need to go back and try get into the 38 somehow because I know where I'm going wrong. So yeah, let's just go to when there was a green flag and let's get some battles going. Finally is green flags and let's get racing. Let's immediately try catch up to Eric and then let's get this battle going. Kart 22 almost causes a crash and me and Eric are just able to get past him pretty quickly. Eric does take the corner pretty slowly, but we don't mind. Now I'm thinking, should I dive it down the inside? Nope, I had to brake so I wouldn't slam into the back of him on that straight there. Going through here, we've already got a crash in front. We're thinking that's just going to be a yellow flag. We can keep on racing. But no, it's actually a red flag. I stop and then Eric just completely forgets that the lights exist and then just goes into the abyss. That is just lovely. I'm going to take ages to catch up to him now as well because if there's going to be bat markers in front, that's going to make it a lot worse as well. After having to look behind me because I am an absolute for not parking my cart where I could see the yellow lights, the green lights I mean, we are finally under the way again. We are going to try catch up to Eric because he looks like he got a pretty big gap. Going through the hairpins here, we're just trying to learn the circuit again and seeing if the flick and brake technique actually works. I just hit the barrier because I completely misjudge where I have to brake throughout here. You can see I have to properly slide it in just to try rotate the car, which is ridiculous. Going through these corners, we have caught up to these two carts, and oh, brilliant. Another crash. That is just lovely. The driver who just crashed, kart 2, he's going to come up quite a bit because he does crash a lot. Let's just say that. Oh, we got another crash. That is lovely. Kart 32. Kart 32 has his own helmet, but he's got the weirdest recording device I've ever seen. It looks like a tube. Oh, finally we've caught up to Eric. So let's try have a battle going as soon as these yellow flags come off. After a long-ish wait with the yellow flag, it's finally green and we try to get past Eric immediately. Actually here, we're able to go round the outside of Eric, and I completely mock him for it, give him a hang loose, and yeah, let's keep on going. So, we've actually got all of these bat markers in front of us, which is going to be a big struggle to get past, because in these public sessions, especially in the public 3-for-2s, it does get very chaotic. Immediately dive it down the inside of the red suit here, and we're able to get past him. Now we've got kart 23 we've got to deal with. Going up the ramp, I'm thinking, do we dive it down the inside? No, we're just going to hang back and stay. I'm actually going to use a bit of boost here, and we're just going to stay behind him because I know at some point I'll be able to overtake him. Going down the ramp, we are going to just keep as close as we can to him. We are close enough to get a move done here, and I'm thinking, yeah, let's go for the dive, and we absolutely send it down this guy's inside, and we're able to get the move done. He does try a switch back, but it does not work. Going through the hairpins here, we're going to try get in front of the kart in front. These karts, the electric Sodies are nice, and they've got the nice 5-second boost that you have in those Sodies. You have them in every single Sodie, compared to the Biz karts where it's just one boost. Through here, I'm able to get around the outside of those two drivers and get past kart 2 pretty quickly down the inside. Going down the ramp here, kart 18 immediately just goes in front of us. I don't think he noticed me, and we get past him on the inside. Going up the ramp here, we get past this back marker pretty quickly, kart 28. I'm thinking, do we dive it down the inside? No, but I am going to hang back a bit, and we're actually going to dive it down the inside, going into the corner here. Never mind. Looks like I changed my mind. I am very frantic with the steering wheel as I'm going through the corners because I'm not able to control the kart going through those corners. We're able to get past them, and now we've just got empty ground for quite a bit. Going through these corners, we're just going to explain how these karts work with the Sodies, because they are so heavy at the back. If you flick the wheel enough, you actually get tons of oversteer and you spin out pretty easily. But on this type of circuit, they've actually got weak front tyres, which means a lot of understeer is created after braking, which is really annoying, since you have to try get that flick and brake technique absolutely perfect throughout these corners. And also that corner there, but that hairpin there, it really annoys me because of that barrier that is stuck out there. It is, at first, when you go through that corner, it looks like, oh, it's going to be a normal hairpin. And then, after you take the hairpin a bit, you see that barrier sticking out, and you're thinking, oh god, you're going to hit that. That's the one thing I hate about Mitcham with that certain corner. Also keep on hitting the barriers a lot going through these corners, because I'm just trying to get that brake and flick technique absolutely perfect, but I am going to obviously make mistakes throughout these. Let's go find a time where I've caught up to more back markers. Bit of a scary instant here. We're going through these hairpins here, and I don't even realise it. There's a driver here, and I smack right into the side of her, and it's just ridiculous. The marshal's just staring at his phone. I just go straight into the pits and snitch on him. Hey, I just want to say, there was someone crashed downstairs, and your marshal's just staring at his phone, not even looking at the track.
Just now?
Yeah, I just saw him staring at his phone while there was a clear crash right in front of him.
Okay, cool, wait 1 second.
Yeah.
I think he's just realised, that's why we've gone very long time. Okay?
Was it? I'm a marshal myself, so I know.
I know, I understand. Yeah. I'm going to say something about it.
Yeah,
okay?
please do, thank you. I've probably cost that marshal his job, but like at the same time, you got to do your job, can't you? You can't just leave it and expect not to be fired. Anyway, quite a long red flag. Let's go to when we go back to racing. We've skipped ahead a bit because the red flag restart was really boring. Going down the hill here, we've got these two karts ahead. We've got another crash, and we've got a yellow flag already after that red flag restart, which is just completely lovely, honestly. Some of these drivers just need to get a grip. We've gone really slow because the drivers ahead are going really slow, and we can't overtake over yellow flags, which is really annoying. I'm now thinking, how are we going to get past these drivers really quickly? I'm thinking, do I send it down the inside of kart 32, or do I just hang back and wait for a straight where I can use the 5-second boost? We are still on yellow flags. Jesus Christ, how long are these yellow flags going to take? Come on, yellow flags, any day now. I do want to get some racing done. About fucking time. It is now green flags. We've gone around the outside of kart 32 and kart 13. We've been able to sneak past, but we are stuck behind kart 18. I just dive it down the 8 of 18. I do get mad at him, but I don't know why I did, because I did kind of screw myself over. Kart 13, I think that is ahead. He was able to get in front of us, but now we are going to get past him. He does spin here, and I do get quite annoyed because he did spin, but I don't know why, because that was just an innocent driver mistake. But anyway, going through these corners here, we are just going to try... Yeah, already yellow flag, Jesus Christ. I think this is the end of the session, so yeah, let's go over to the next session. I'm going to skip to session 3 because session 2 was really boring. You're going to hear in a minute me talking to the marshal about karts, because beforehand I wanted my lucky kart number, which is kart number 14. But after trying kart 30, I immediately told the marshal, yeah, just keep me with this one, because kart 30 felt amazing during that session. Hey mate, screw 14, keep me in this. You know how I said I wanted 14?
Yeah.
Never mind. That is lovely.
See?
Yeah.
Now you're happy with what they kept.
Bro, I was hitting apexes like it was no tomorrow. Bro! What?
Black flag, I saw that.
No, I didn't. I went in because the marshal was just staring at his phone. Right, let's see the laps. I need to see these. There was actually a small bug in the system and someone managed to get a 22-second lap time. Luckily that was edited. What the f***?
I know, you got 22. Toby, I'm slow this
What
time.
the hell?
I'm slow this time. I'm slow.
No, look.
What? So
There's a f***ing 22 in there.
Who's Rice Williams?
From that session, I think we learned quite a lot. So, the turn-in and brake method, the flicking method I mean, actually does work pretty well in these karts, and I'll be continuing to do it in the future a lot, even on Speed 4. During this session, we were able to see what our competition is like, and yeah, it actually just wasn't the best. My only competition was really Eric at the start of the race, but that was about it. For the whole of the second session, it was just passing back markers and setting good laps. My second session was purely hot laps because I knew for the third session I would just mess around and have some fun with Eric on track. So yeah, I'm actually going to show you my hot lap of Team Sport Mitcham during that session because I managed to get a 39.8. Going into the first hairpin, we properly flick it in. Going down here, we don't use any boost at all. We hit the apex here and we just flick it in, have a small bit of brake. Going through here, we are gradually on the throttle, hit the apex. Going up the hill, we do have a driver in front of us, so we have to take a tight line, but we use some boost to compromise for that. Going through here, we use the brake method again, and you can see that I'm flicking it in with the brake with how the kart is turning. Through the hairpin here, I do have to correct it a bit because I did brake a bit too much, but that's fine. Going through this corner here, I'm able to flick it through, and then here, even though I had to go around the outside of kart 2, I was able to flick it in again, down the hill, and then past the checkered line where the lap finishes with a 39.8. Right, we are going on track, and immediately let's just get to the racing. For this one, we're just going to try race Eric as much as we can because I actually want to have a decent race with this guy instead of just doing hot laps, because my hot lapping session was last session. As soon as we get out, he does let me past, and then it's green flags and we get past kart 14 pretty easily. Going through here, we're just going to take the corner here. We're going to see if Eric can actually keep up. Never mind, he goes straight into the barrier. Yeah, that is just lovely driving from Eric. Absolutely class. Going through these corners now, we are now going to just wait for Eric so he can catch up, and then we can actually start having a decent race. Going through here, even though it is yellow flags now when it was green, I'm going to let him pass. He's not coming past. You can see I'm just like, come on, let's go, let's go. And he's staying behind me still. He's just not listening to me, which is just lovely. He finally comes past us, and yeah, let's get to racing as soon as these yellows come off. As we go through the hairpin down the ramp, it goes to green, and let's get some racing done. Through here, we are going to try get past these back markers as soon as we can with Eric, and try get a pass done. Through here, he goes really wide, so I set up a move for the inside, use that boost, and I get down the inside of Eric and we overtake him. We also get past kart 22 in the process. Going through here, I'm thinking, will he dive it down the inside? No, he's not going to dive it down the inside, and he sticks right behind me basically. Going through these corners here, 2 absolutely spins it, and because I had such momentum, I just crashed straight into him, and I'm getting really annoyed at him. Going through these corners, we're just going to try get past kart 2 as soon as possible. We go for that outside line, he cuts us out, and then we switch to the inside. And yeah, we are able to get past him. Eric is able to get past him, and going down the ramp, we are both past him. We are now going to try get past kart 20. Going through the corners here, we're going to try go for a move down the inside, and then it's a red flag. We are able to just stay here. Eric goes right next to me, and let's have a small conversation with him.
This is the worst car I've ever been in. I'm dying here.
As you can hear through the helmets during the red flag, I'm having a midlife crisis while I'm dying in the kart, and Eric is suffering with kart issues, which is just lovely because I know kart 13 is quick. The green flag goes out and me and him immediately get back to racing. I have a bit of a slow start, he doesn't, and he almost gets me, but luckily he's stuck behind back markers now. Going through here, we almost smash right into the side of a kart as he spins through the corner. Here's the yellow flag now. We've got Eric trying to overtake us even though it is yellow flags. I just overtake the driver there because I really can't be asked to deal with him, and then it's green flags, and we've got this driver trying to close us out. Then we've got Eric right next to us. I am quite pissed off at that guy, but I close off the door pretty quickly to Eric, and then going through these corners, he smashes into the side of me. I know it's not on purpose, but you know what? We don't mind it. It's now yellow flags again. Oh, this is just lovely. We're going to have to deal with a lot of yellows, don't we? Just like the previous sessions. Eric is just not slowing down. I don't think he understands the meaning of a yellow flag. To be fair, he is the average team sport member or team sport driver. So, yeah, should be amazing. We're going to be stuck on these yellows for quite... Never mind, it is straight back to green flags, and we overtake kart 28 immediately. Going through these corners, I think we're actually going to let Eric pass now, just so we can get a bit of a battle going. Am I? Never mind. Let's actually go find a spot when I've actually let him past. After many hot laps of trying to set the fastest lap, I decide to slow down and we're going to let Eric pass. Going through here, we just go really wide here, and we're just going to wait for Eric. He's going to take his time. There he is. And yeah, let's let him pass and let's actually have a good battle. So going into the hairpin, we let him pass. He goes for a inside and then goes really wide going out of that hairpin. Through here, he does the same thing. I do the normal line, but I go slightly wider, so then I can try get down the inside in this corner, but it doesn't work that well. Going through here, we're not able to overtake him, but I still try to keep as close as I can to him. Because he's braking a lot more than he has to, I have to brake more, which sacrifices my speed, which means a big gap gets created every time I try to overtake him. I stay around the outside, he stays on the inside. I try to set up a move, but it just doesn't work, because he is going for kind of a defensive line at this point. Going into the hairpin, I do try to dive down the inside, but it just doesn't work. Going into the right-hander and into the hairpin, this is where I decide to set up a move. He goes wide there. I decide to stay close to the inside here. I'm able to get down the inside, and I send it going into the hairpin. I do go wide. He almost does get a switchback done, but I keep that inside, and I have an amazing braking zone going through here. I'm able to stay ahead of him. Now I have to go for a bit of a defensive line, because he said before this session, if he sees a move, he's going to go straight for it. And that is going to show here, because he goes for it and then he shoves me into the barriers. I know it was by accident, because through there you get tons of understeer and you just can't control the kart as soon as you get that understeer. So it's understandable. You can see there, I did apologise. Going through here though, I'm going to try set up another move down the inside. You can see me going wide, but I hit the barrier there, and that move just completely cuts off itself. Here though, I do try to go around the outside, but I get horrible acceleration going out of that corner, and then I have to restart. I do have an amazing corner there, and I'm right behind him again. Going through this hairpin here, he goes wide. I try to go round the outside, but it doesn't work. He's shaking his head to say, like, nope, you're not getting past. Through here, I knock the barrier like he does, and then going into the hairpin here, he takes a middle line. I try to dive it down the inside. I am able to, and I'm going to try commit as much as I can. I do have to send him into the barriers a bit, but it was worth it because I dived down the inside going into that hairpin, and we were able to get past. Going through here, I am now afraid he is going to attack, so I go for a defensive line. He does go for the inside, but he decides to stay right behind me. I still go for that defensive line just in case he tries to do anything. As we are going through the hairpin, I know he's close enough to make a move. I go wide, which means he's going to be able to dive down the inside, but I know he's going to carry too much speed, so I slow down early and get a switchback done. As you can hear, I got way too excited with that switchback because I managed to perfect it so much. Going through these corners, we're going to try to get past 33, but I still can't think how I managed to even do that because it was just ridiculous. That gap was so tiny. Going through here, I smash into the side of 33 because I thought Eric was still going to commit down the inside, so I needed to force the space. And then 33 sent down the inside again, and I was trying to do another switchback on Eric. Going through here though, up the ramp, I use the same trick. I get the boost and I go down the inside, but I slow down enough so he can't get a switchback going. And Kart 2 is in front of us. He's got the inside line, but he slows down so much that I go into the back of him. Eric has that inside line, and because I did not feel like killing myself today, I decided to just let him have the space, and I decide, let's do this again. We go wide, we go to the inside and into the hairpin, we dive it down the inside. I do smack into the side of him, but going into this hairpin, I know he's going to carry too much speed, so I brake early again. I am very proud of those two switchbacks because I've not only done some brilliant overtakes on Eric, but I've also taught Eric a big lesson about diving it down the inside with too much speed. Because now he'll know next time to do that, he is going to have to slow down a lot more. Going through these corners now, it is a yellow flag, but clearly I'm just not really caring about that, and I'm still going at max speed. Going through the ramp here, I'm just hoping Eric is staying behind us, and we are going to try get past 14 as soon as that. Never mind, I'm passing him on yellows. I have turned into the average team sport driver. This is lovely. As we are going up the ramp during the yellow flag, we catch this pack of 3, and we're thinking, oh, their back markers will get past them easily. Little did we know, they're going to be included in a big ass battle later. During the yellow flag, we still overtake them, even in front of the marshal. Now it goes green, and we are probably going to get black flagged. Well, I thought I was, but never mind. Going up the ramp here, we're just going to slow down and wait for Eric again, just so we can have a good battle with him. And yeah, let's let Eric past. But in the process, I actually let another kart pass, kart 23. So we try to get past him pretty quickly. Eric is able to get in front of him as well. I have gone round the outside, and it's 3 wide going into this hairpin. I tried to get a switchback done. Then this driver joins in the fight. I dive it down the inside of Eric, and I manage to get the move stuck. I do have to bump him a bit. I don't mind that. I dive it down the inside of kart 23. I do slam him into the barriers, though. I did apologise to him after the race, but it was still a very good battle, and I very much enjoyed it. That was a very fun battle to be in. Going through here, I decided let's just send it into the distance and see if Eric can actually catch up with me. And he is actually able to keep up with me pretty well. Going through these final corners, we are going into the final stages of this session, so we have not got much left to go. Eric and everyone else is having a small battle back there. I do not really want to join it because I have a feeling if I did, my ribs would probably not survive. And I don't want to be cashing my pension in at a whopping 18 years old. Going through these corners here, we are now, I think we are on the final lap. And yeah, it's been a very fun session, and let's go back to the pits. And I called it right, it's yellow flags, and as we go down the ramp, we are going to see the marshal pointing everyone into the pits. And yes, that was a very, very fun session, and we're going to have some very interesting conversations when we go talk to Eric.
Whoa, 3 switchbacks in a row! Yes, it was!
Yeah, if I keep on mentioning the switchbacks I got on him, this is going to be me when I leave the pits.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Yeah.
You got a dive bomb, mate.
Bro, when you dive bombed, I just switched back.
You still got a dive bomb.
Eric, mate, if you're watching this, stop making excuses just because I cooked you hard.
Alright boys, good battle at the end. I rate that.
So yeah, from that session, I had a lot of good practice and I had a lot of fun with Eric while I was on track. He learnt a lot about fighting in an actual battle during a race, and yeah, he actually learnt that if you compromise yourself, it does make you lose out a lot. And yeah, general quite fun. Next time, hopefully Eric is going to have his own footage and we can see from his perspective how it was to race against me. The next race that I'll be doing is going to be Grid Series. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next video.